What is good, Life Podcast? What is good? Welcome back, man. It is episode 41, which is crazy, but we are back here again. And man, bro, like this is crazy, bro. We're so close to 50, like,
50.
and we don't even. And it's the crazy thing is like we don't even have like a checkpoint. Like, what's our checkpoint, bro? Do we got like a checkpoint? I feel like we just
I just
going.
been going.
Like we just been going. It ain't been no like checkpoint or anything. So, man, it's very exciting, bro, to see that we at 41, bro. We're definitely moving.
Yeah.
Man, how was your weekend, bro? It's Tuesday. How was your weekend, Brody?
Dang. Honestly, dang. I don't. This weekend it was smooth. I work now. I be going on to continue to work on full rider and stuff.
That's fire. That's
I had
fire.
a good weekend with that. Surfing. Nah, this weekend was a real good weekend. I talked to a lot of people. What I'm saying, reconnected with some new kids and stuff.
Yes,
Um,
sir.
you know, but yeah, it's been a W weekend. I'm really excited for everything to come. I'm just blessed. Honestly, just
Yes,
blessed.
sir.
What
I
about
like
you,
that,
bro?
man. For me, this weekend I was more so like helping my mom's outside a lot this weekend, and also I've been, I worked a lot, and that's really been it, bro. Just working, staying
Working.
focused, staying locked in,
Yeah,
bro. Just keep going every
yeah,
day,
no,
bro. It's really it, bro. I ain't gonna
not
lie.
all it can be. Yeah, no, I feel you.
We at that point where it's like it's like you said it's the point where you just know who you is and you just staying consistent with that. I feel like now it's like we're getting grounded into who we are, so we just staying consistent with what we doing, so it ain't really like no big things going on right now because we done already
Yeah,
made the big moves, made the big thoughts, and now it's just like staying on that path and just staying focused. No cap. So,
yeah. Like I
man,
was saying, like this pretty much is like the drawing board, right? Like things gotta improve, like the small critiques, like
yeah,
things to really like separate and grow. So like it's really just like that improvement part right here. This really just the growth. This is the growth phase, pretty much.
facts.
Like this is the silent but truthful growth phase that we all skip. So I'm just blessed to be here and be blessed to recognize it. Honestly,
That's facts, man. And getting into today's question, man. Is patience a form of strength? Oof. Is patience a
Ooh,
form of strength?
I think I think patience is the strongest form of strength, right? Because
Mm.
patience comes with everything. Like all
Facts.
right, let's talk about like the one thing we all want the most is kind of money, right? Like one thing we really want is money, status, this, this, like. But it's like, how patient are you going to be when you have it, right? Like,
Mm.
how patient, how strong are you going to be when that time comes, right? Are you going to be one of those people who, when they get it, they switch up themselves? Or are you going to be one of those people who get it and become patient and stay grounded to who they really are to, you know, be that person before that money and that stuff came? So, I think patience is the strongest form because it comes in so many different ways on how you can be tested and on how to see how truthful you are. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
Yeah.
Um,
What about you, bro?
Me, I agree, bro. Like, patience is definitely one of the strongest forms of or like is one of the strongest forms, right? Because at the end of the day, like you said, bro, you can get money, but it's like how patient are you with it, right? Like, if you're impatient, you may spend quick, right? A lot of people get impatient and they're like, man, I don't want to hold on to this money, and then they just start spending, right? Like you can be
Yeah.
impatient like that. When you're working towards something, patience is needed, like especially when you want to be successful, because you have to take time for with yourself. And it's like we not even talking about just money alone, like career wise, building with yourself, it takes a lot of patience.
Yep.
Building relationships, it takes patience, because if you have somebody that may not be thinking exactly on your same headspace, you have to be patient with them because they may be on the way there, right? Like, some people don't think how you think, and sometimes you have to be extra patient with people. Kids, you have to be patient with them. Adults, like older folks, you have to be patient with them. So I agree, like patience is one of the strongest forms because it's used in our everyday life. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because if you become like, I feel like we all have patience, but it's just like we pick and choose what we want to be patient about. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if you had that intention to be just patient in general, just understanding that patience is needed with everything in life, your life will be more smoother because it's like you won't stress about results. You won't stress about when things don't happen because you understand regardless if it don't happen today, I still have that patience within myself to where I can wait till next week. I can wait till next
Yeah, I
month.
like
I
that.
could wait till next year. Feel me? So
I like
I agree. Like it's one of the strongest forms. Facts.
I like that. And a big point that you said is like, we choose to be patient, right? Like we have the choice to you know, if you want to like complain or cry, or we have the choice to just wait in the next day. And that's why I think patience is the strongest form because we always have that choice to be patient, right? And it
Ooh,
has to be the
yeah.
choice of not knowing, right? Because like for instance, it can be two people who's not getting no views, but they choose to be patient and keep showing up every day. And then it can be a person who's getting so many views, but just not getting like the revenue. And they choose to be patient and to get that revenue. That's what I'm saying. So I think that's the most important thing. Like patience itself is a choice. Like we have to choose to be patient, and that's why it's the biggest strength because it's a constant battle, right? It's a constant
Ooh.
choice. It's patience in everything. So the more patient you are, the stronger your patience is.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying because it's so beautiful how patience works because it goes over our heads so many times and we overlook it so much because we devalue patience, right?
Mm.
We overlook how important patience is, but patience is really life. Because if you're not patient in life, how are you gonna be patient with anything that comes to you? You know what I'm saying? And I have a question about this because I think it's so important. Like, do you the older we get, do you think we become more impatient?
Mm. I feel like that depends on the person, because it really comes down to are you on your purpose, right? Because if you have your purpose, you're on your purpose, you understand that however old you are, you have to be patient. You're right where you need to be. And I feel like when it comes down to especially like success and stuff like that, it's like it doesn't come with an age. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be old or young. Like it could happen when you're 70 years old. You could finally touch millions of dollars when you're 70 years old and have the life that you want. But it's all dependent on what you do today, right? Like it's like your everyday life is gonna shape that. So if like you spent all your young years doing whatever it is, when you get older, it's going to be a little bit harder, right? But if you are a person
Mhm.
that found your purpose, you understand that you're right where you need to be. You're not too early, you're not too late, you're not nowhere. You're right where you need to be. So I feel like patient, well, with that question is like, it depends on your purpose. It depends on who you are as a person because like I said, some people can be impatient. Some people might be impatient and they don't take no risk, which is what happens. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Once you get
I like
so
that.
old, they don't take no more risk because they feel like they're too old, they're too late to hop in, they're too late to do this. But in reality, you're right where you need to be. To be honest,
I like
you got the information that you needed when you was growing up this whole time. Now you just need to act because a lot of
yeah,
times, like I said, adults, they get after like 30 years old, they feel like everything is a risk after that. You get what I'm saying? They're not willing to risk that money how you willing to risk it at 20 years old. You get what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I think some like more like realistically, people once they get older, they become impatient. But I feel like it depends on the person, really. How about you? That's a good question.
I like that, and I'm gonna go to the contrary side. Like, the older we get, the less risk we take. But I feel like the younger and the faster we go, the more we feel like we have to go, 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 right?
That's
Because
true.
we start to see other people like they got this, they got this. They're like, oh dang, this man got 21. He's 21 years old. He got this amount of money. But it's like, yo, be patient. Like you don't have to like rush yourself to get to where that person at because your goal, your life is not to be where that person at. And
Facts.
it's so important that you said it because like it's all about your purpose, right? Like if you feel like your purpose, isn't aligned with his purpose, how could you get to where he's at, right? Like,
Yeah.
or why do you want to get to where he's at, right? Like, or you want to get there because he has the money, the status, or you want to get there because he's inspiring you, right? And that's what that all comes with patience, and it all comes with like finding your purpose. And you know, and I want to go back to my point where it's like, the older we get, the more impatient I feel like we become because we feel like we have so much stacked up on us, right? Like we feel like we're so behind. We feel like, you know, we're not doing enough. That's what it becomes. Like, dang, I'm not doing enough. Like, I'm still doing this at this age. When this person at this age, they had this or this, and you start to compare. And then whatever you start to compare, like, comparison is the thief of joy, the thief of patience, the thief of all these things. So it's
Facts.
like, the older we get, I feel like sometimes the more impatient we become because we feel like we have to do so much. Like think about it like this, like right, like we graduated high school. Like think about these last 4 years, right? Like the last 4 years that we graduated, right? And some people might feel like, what have I done since graduation,
Mm.
or how have I grown since graduation, or like what they do is they start like contemplate, like I haven't done nothing since graduation, right? And once we make that realization, guess what we start to do? We start to force things. We start to like do things outside of nature, and we start to post on social media in a way to attract more views because we want the views, right? And there's no patience in that, right? It's no beauty in the patience, and that leads me to my question: what is the like? How does the patience go with the beauty? You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense? Like, what is the importance of patience? How does that reflect the beauty?
Mm. So the thing is, when you're being patient, things kind of come to you, right? Like I feel like if it's like manifestation, right? If you think about something, you have to get rid of that thought, right? You have to get rid of that thought, and then it'll come to you. And that's kind of what we have to do with things that we want in life. You visualize it, you plan it, you write it down, but then you think about it, you see it, you visualize it, but then you have to let it go. You know what I'm saying? And letting go is a form of patience because you understand that this right now, I know I'm not going to get this right now. I know I'm not going to get this tomorrow, but I'm just going to plant this seed and let God handle the rest. That's the beauty. Letting God handle the rest, and all you doing is watering the plant. So the beauty is you seeing your plant grow, right? You doing it every day. You taking action, daily action towards the things that you want because you understand that, okay, if I want to get to where I want to be, I know I got to post this amount of videos. I got to stream every day, but I know that maybe I may touch 1 million subscribers maybe in a few years. You get what I'm saying? Like, but the beauty is like you seeing it grow. The beauty is you watering that plant every day. Like it's not just, oh, I'm gonna say I want 1 million subscribers in 2 years and then I not put in no work. No, I gotta grind. I gotta do the work every day. And that's the beauty is like once you're doing the work, you start to see how you're growing. And I feel like that's the beauty when it comes down to patience is like over time you start seeing how your seeds start growing into flowers, into plants, into things, into fruit, right? And
Yeah,
what happens is most people they plant that seed and they just sit there and wait, right? They plant that seed and then they go grab the seed from the ground, right, to look at it. It's not gonna work like that. You gotta let it dig in the
gotta
soil,
let it go.
grow, water it, right? You can't plant the seed one day, turn around the next day, and then try to grab the seed out. It's not gonna work like that, bro. You gotta just water it and let it grow. You know what I'm saying? So like let it go. Don't grab it out the ground no more. Put it in the ground, water it, and just allow it to grow. And I feel like that's the
Okay.
beauty when you just allow it to grow, when you get to see it. But I feel like most of the time, us humans, we don't get to even plant the seed and allow it to grow, so we never get to see that beauty. You get what I'm saying? So you'll never
I
see
like
the
that.
beauty if you don't allow it to grow. You don't allow yourself to fall in motion with your alignment, with your purpose. Because if we don't do this podcast, if we don't stream, if we don't do what we got to do with our clients, our supporters, then we wouldn't get to where we're at right now. We wouldn't be able to see that
Yeah,
beauty because we never
I like
even
that.
started. You get what I'm saying? So
I like that.
it's always
Yeah.
about that first step, just starting. And once you're getting into it, once you stay consistent, whatever, you start seeing that growth. You start seeing the beauty in it. So that's what I would say. How about you? What do you think about that question, man?
Nah, I like
How can
that.
we see the beauty?
I think you made like a big point on it, right? It's the not the emotion, right? Because whenever you attach emotion to it, you start to want to see. And
Right.
a lot of the times it's not about seeing, right? It's about believing.
Oof.
And that's what patience is, right?
Right.
Patience is to believe in the unseen. Patience is to believe that something's gonna happen without seeing it, right? And I
Hmm.
think the most important thing with like patience is the process, right? Like it's the system. I feel like we talked about this on another episode about the process. The process is more important than the outcome because the process is what got you the outcome, right? So the
Facts.
patience is what got you what you wanted to get. So I say that because like the the beauty in patience. is the sacrifice. The beauty and patience is
Oof.
the hard times. The beauty and
I
the
like that.
patience is the
Yep.
cries, the tears, and the ups and downs. Why? Because that's where you learn the most, right? That's when your patience is tested the most, right?
Facts.
Because your patience is not gonna be as tested as the outcome, right? Because why? You grew, you changed, you learned, you overcame. The patience is when it's tested the most. It's when it's being funneled, when it's being like tuned into becoming whatever you want to be. So I think the beauty and the patience is the hard times, right? Because the hard times will make you.
Yep.
The challenges will make you. The ups and downs will make you, because you understand, like, you're patient enough to know at the end of all this, good is to come, right? So I think that's what patience really is. Like, the beauty behind patience is to believe in the unseen, and that's what faith is. I think, to go with all of it, right? Like, faith is patience, right?
Yep.
The stronger your patience is, the stronger your faith is.
Yeah.
It goes, it tied together, right? And what is faith? Faith is to believe in the unseen. So one plus one equals two, right? You have good patience, you have strong faith, you get what you want. It's life. What I'm
Facts.
saying, it goes together. So it goes together with everything. So I think that's really what it
Facts.
is, right? Like, the beauty behind it is how strong your faith is.
Yep.
That's what it is to me now. That really just saying, like, the beauty behind patience is how strong your faith is to be able to increase your patience. It's so beautiful. It's like, when you just think about life and your ups and your downs, you just say, dang, I went through this, but guess what? That made me become this. Why? Because my faith was so strong in God at that moment.
Mm.
And now that I'm really here, because I really want to touch on it, right? Like, we get in moments where, like, things are so hard, but guess what? That's just a test for your patience to increase. And
Mm.
once your patience increases, guess what? Your faith increases. And guess
Mm.
what? Once your faith increases, guess what? You become closer to God. And guess what? Once you become closer to God, guess what? You get everything you want. And that's, like, it's just a cheat code. Like, but guess where it starts from? It starts from your patience. It starts from that first moment of just trust and surrenderance, and understand that it's going to work out. That just gave me goosebumps, because, like, damn, bro,
Ooh.
like, how patient have you been yourself? You feel what I'm saying?
Yep.
You just gotta reflect, like, whoa, like, I'm not where I'm at, but I've been at worse times. That's where another thing too. Like,
Facts.
patience comes with reflection, right? Because once you reflect, you see that you've been in a moment where it was hard, but you reflect, you've been in a moment where it's harder.
That's facts, bro.
Patience is beautiful. Like, that's like the goal is to have beautiful patience, right? Because once you have beautiful patience, guess what? You have beautiful faith, and it goes together so good, bro. It's gorgeous.
I love that, bro.
Go
I
to the
like
next
that you
topic.
said that, bro. That's literally fire, man.
Yeah,
Um,
nah,
nah, you
nah.
just snapped, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you walked that, bro. I don't even got no more questions for that, man. You really like covered the topic with it, bro. Cause that's really what it is, bro. Patience is really faith, bro. Cause you see through all the times that you know you need to be patient is when you need to have the most faith. You know what I'm saying? And that really, you know what I'm saying? You put the nail in the bud when I'm my boy. I ain't gonna lie. Hey,
That's so
but
deep.
getting into the next question, man. Is gratitude a feeling or a discipline?
Ooh, dang.
Is gratitude a
Oh,
feeling or a
gratitude of
discipline?
feeling or discipline.
Hmm.
Oh, this is tough, right? Because you have moments of gratitude, right? Like, you have the feeling of moments of, like, how grateful you are, but it's really discipline. Like, honestly and truthfully, it's to always be grateful no matter what. So it's how disciplined you are. So, like, when you have nothing, you have to have that memorization that you have something, right?
Hmm.
That's what it takes, discipline, to have that thought. But you're gonna have those moments where you're getting so much, you just have to be in awe of gratitude, but you want to discipline yourself to always be in gratitude, right? So I think it's more of discipline, but the bigger the reward, the more disciplined you have to be, right? Because you can have so much where you have to remember God and be disciplined who gave you it, or you can have so little you have to remember God, that God gives you, and God gave you whatever you wanted. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
So it's discipline, but it's a scale. It's a scale of discipline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I like that,
What
bro. I
about
like
you?
that. For me, bro, it's kind of tough, bro. That's a tough one, bro. Cause I agree, bro. You got moments where you're feeling gratitude, and then you have to be gratitude all the time, right? So I agree. Like the main thing is to be disciplined when it comes down to gratitude. And I feel like there's times you may get feelings, right? You may get little feelings, kind of like when we was talking about, I think discipline and I forgot, bro. Discipline is something else. It was like it's only that feeling that
episodes.
yeah, we 41 deep, bro. It's like that feeling. You always get that little feeling sometimes where you feel gratitude, right? Like when something good happens, or you prayed for something and that blessing comes. That's that feeling of gratitude, right? But then we always have to have gratitude, because even when you're not getting anything, you have to be grateful for where you are. Like Dede said, you have to be grateful for where you're at. So it's like he said, it's different playing fields when it comes down to discipline, because you can have a lot and you can blow all your stuff not being grateful for what you already have, right? And you could even have little, and if you're not grateful, you can get that little taken from you. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like gratitude is just a discipline thing. You always need to be having gratitude. Always be thankful for where you are. And gratitude is something that we should be doing every single day, right? Like we thank God that we woke up in the morning. You know what I'm saying? That's not a feeling. That's discipline. That's gratitude. You know what I'm saying? That's that discipline. You wake up and you pray. You thank God for another day. Before you eat, you thank God for this meal, right? Before you go somewhere, you thank God that He allowed you to drive somewhere. You thank God that He allowed you to come home. You thank God that He allowed you to have clothes on your back, food in your stomach. You get what I'm saying? We thank God for everything throughout our daily life, but it's a discipline, because there's also people that go throughout their day and don't thank God. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a discipline thing that you have to do throughout your whole day. And once you do it throughout your whole day, your life will be at more peace, because you're just grateful for the things that come to you, and you're grateful for even when bad things happen too. You got to be grateful, because bad things will come. It's part of life, bro. I'm not gonna say everything's all cookies and candles. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we have a little bad moment, but it's always about going back to the higher up, right? Going back to God, going back to our resource, going back to our provider, right? Because He is the one that's going to allow us to be at peace, to be happy, right? From the bad things we learn, and then we be grateful that we got to learn these things, right? Because if you were not grateful for learning, you're just going to do the same mistake over and over and over again, which is what happens to most people.
I like that, because it's really just like it's really important. Like it's the key to like discipline of gratitude is just always to remember God, right? Because the more you remember God, guess what? You become more grateful for all things He gave you, right?
Yeah.
And then once you become grateful for all the things He gave you, guess what? You're full of gratitude. And it sounds so simple, but we don't do it enough, right? Because we think we think we're supposed to just get. Like we think we're supposed to just get the next day, right? But no, we're not guaranteed the next day. And the way I remember gratitude, because there's so many ways to remember gratitude. Like, I remember gratitude by like always remember like death is close, right? Like death is near. Like I don't know when I can die, so I just gotta be grateful for every moment I get to speak. I gotta be grateful for every moment I get to just open my eyes, right? And it's so easy by just remembering God all day, right? Like think about this. Like my biggest thing is think about how many times people just walk in the day saying thank you God, or something they get something they say, all praise and glory goes to God, But imagine if a person it could be something so simple as, like you said, just eating. Thank you God for this meal, or something. Bro, this girl, bro, this girl just controlling, or something so simple as just like like me, like being able to have a wife at the age of like 21. It's something so simple as that, like to be able to just say thank you God every day for that, because like not many people get that opportunity, or not many people are in a position to be, like that. So it's just like you gotta be aware. That's another thing too when it comes to gratitude, right? You gotta be aware of the situation, because like you're always highly blessed, always highly favored. You just gotta be aware of your situation.
I like that.
My bad, I'm late.
And
you're not late, bro. You're right on time, bro.
I want to add to that, man. I want to add to that, and like gratitude comes with like also like just knowing who you are in that moment, right? Like knowing who you is, because at the end of the day, God allowed you to get to where you is today, right? God put you in different situations, different rooms, to where you had to make certain decisions, or God allowed you to make certain decisions. You have to thank God that you even made those decisions to get to where you're at today, to be the person that you are today, right? And when it comes down to like building things, right? Building things, and you want to have gratitude, is like, yeah, God is gonna bless you, of course, but you have to be thankful, right? Because you can have that mindset that like, oh, all things are bad and bad and bad, no gratitude in your mind, and of course bad things will come to you, right? So it's like the more gratitude you have, the better your life will get. The more gratitude you have, the more blessings you'll receive. The more gratitude you have, the more opportunities show in front of you. You will see more opportunities to learn, to grow, to be one with God, right? Because it's every day, it's around you. It's just we're not grateful, we're not thankful for the things that are in our lives. We're not thankful for going outside, looking at the sky and seeing that the sky is clear. We're not thankful to see a tree in front of us that is very beautiful, right? Got a whole lot of blessings on it. We're not grateful to be able to just walk. We're not grateful to be able to just talk and breathe every day. So it's like you have to have gratitude with everything throughout your day, and your day will naturally be better. Because think about it like this: if you are a negative person or things go bad in your life, you probably don't thank God for nothing, right? You always like, everything's bad, man. Man, God this, God that. Like, that's what they do. You throw around the God word because you feel like God doesn't do anything for you. But in reality, He does everything for you. So if you wake up already having gratitude, the rest of your day is smooth, because you're just happy. You're happy all day. You're thankful that you woke up. If you're thankful that you woke up off rip, and then you thankful that you get to breathe, you will naturally just have a better morning, because it's like, I'm grateful that I'm alive right now. Like, there's no way, like, out of all these people out here, I'm alive today, and I get to do the things that I love to do today. You get what I'm saying? So you thinking like that, you just already see how my day would be more happy than me being like, waking up like, bro, another day, bro. Like, I gotta do this again. You feel me? Like, that's not, you're not going, no gratitude, you're not going to see no positive throughout your day. So
I like that.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I want to say, because in the Quran, it's a verse that tells us so beautiful. It says God does not change the
You good? Take your time.
I don't want to say the wrong thing. No, I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to say the wrong thing. When I speak Quran, I got to speak it correct. But it says God doesn't change the condition of people until they change the condition of themselves, right? And that's just a reflection of, if you want something, right, you got to be grateful for what you got. Because once you be grateful for what you got, guess what? He's going to change the condition of the outside world, because he sees that you're in gratitude. You're grateful for what you got. So guess what? He's going to increase you in everything you got. And I think, like, it's so important to who should I see dating? If we be grateful for what you got, right? And so once you feel like an increase of what you have, guess what? God's going to increase you in what you want, right? Because you change the condition of yourself. You change the thought of, oh, I don't have this, to I have this, I'm grateful for this. And He's going to increase you with everything around. You feel what I'm saying? So I think it's so important to keep growing and keep trying, keep learning. You feel what I'm saying? My fault, big brother. You good, little brother. You good, bro. I can't, bro. I'm over here reading. Bro,
I'm trying to lock in too, bro. Bro, like, Jay, watch out, bro. Watch out, Jay, man. Oh, man.
Like, bro, keep doing, bro. That's what it's about, bro.
That's important. Hey, man. I ain't got no more questions, bro. You got questions on that one? No.
Nah, that's really it, bro. It's just keep running, keep trying your best.
Facts, bro.
Keep trying your best.
That's really what it comes down to, trying your best, bro. Keeping that gratitude, man. What's your closing words for today, bro? My fault, bro. Bro, I can't like it, bro. These dudes here, bro.
Nah, they do, bro. My closing words gonna be Today topic was about patience, and oh wow,
patience and gratitude. Yeah.
Gratitude is the key to patience, right? The more grateful you are, the more the more patient you be to yourself, and the more patient you are to yourself, like you said, the more your faith increases. So it's really just hold it down, stay strong, and just keep trying your best. Honestly, what about you, bro?
I like that, man. My closing words for today, man. I just want to say, man, keep y'all faith strong, bro. That'll be my words for today. Keep your faith strong, bro. Keep your your faith in the man upstairs, bro. As long as you seeking every day, each day, just being thankful, being grateful that you're here today. And just keep talking to him, man. Keep talking to God. Allow him to guide your life, bro. Sometimes it may sound crazy. Sometimes people may look at you crazy if you talking to yourself. But just know that you got God with you at all times, bro. And that's the beauty about life, is just knowing that God is next to you at all times, at any moment, right? Like, I know God is next to me right now. He's giving me these words to say to y'all. You get what I'm saying? So every day just be thankful. Just be grateful that God is in your life, that God is, directing you on your path. And just stay strong and stay true to man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's facts, and that's really what it is, bro. Because once you realize God is always near, how can I live by if God is with me, how can I lose? You know what I'm saying?
Facts, bro.
That's the life you gotta have. That's the mindset you gotta have, because once that's the mindset, guess what? It's your world, bro. It's free game, bro. It's free game.
The will of God will never take you to the place. Oh my goodness, I forgot it. I think it's the will of God will never take you. The will of God will never take you to a place where God won't protect you. There you go. You feel me? So I live by that. True, right? Hey, anyways, man, this is episode 41, bro. Thing is crazy, bro. We already 41 deep, bro. This is episode 41. We'll be back next Thursday, man, 8 p.m. Eastern time for episode 42, man. I appreciate all y'all for tuning in. I see Unc in there, Jay, and J-Dot, man. What's good, y'all boys? Shout out y'all boys for tuning in. Love y'all boys, man. Hope y'all enjoyed y'all nights. Have a good night. Have a blessed night.
Definitely not Jay, bro.
Huh?
Who is definitely not Jay? I'm trying to think who that is.
Yeah, I know. He from my chat, but they're from my chat. Both of them. J-Dot,
I love you too, bro. Hey, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Hey, everybody subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Khan Family, man. I gotta put my promo out there.
Do your thing, man.
The COHN family, you feel me? Subscribe, you know what I'm saying? We're trying to hit 100 subscribers by June.
That's fine.
We at 70 something, so we just need a couple more people, so y'all subscribe.
Yes, sir. He said, Ben did that, did it.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Hey, J-Dot, bro, J-Dot, as soon as I take my first 10K, inshallah, I'm going to send you 100. Inshallah, man. I mean, first, I'm going to text you, I'm going to text you cash out, question mark. That's all I'm going to do.
I like that. Yes, he said that to me. Oh, no, he talking about your channel.
Yeah, no,
I'll put it in the chat. I got you.
Yeah. I'm gonna load it right here.
After Khan is a space, right? Oh no, it's all together.
The
I'll put it in the chat.
Khan family. I follow you on IG. Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Follow me. Wait, where you post on it? It's me and my wife channel. We got like a little family channel. I'm just here because she want to do it, so I gotta promote it. So.
OWY. Indeed.
Yeah, WY. Hey, bro, like I said, bro, I'm gonna give you the key to success before we hop off the live, man. G_dot. All right, man, I'm gonna for sure follow you. I'll make sure I follow you, bro, for sure. For sure follow you. But hey, happy wife, happy life, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Keep it. It's the truth, man. It might go over people's head, man. Fuck that whole shit, man. Happy wife, happy life, man.
Facts, bro. Freak that whole shit, boy. I be trying to tell them, boy. Bro, stop cracking these girls, but just find your wife, just settle around, just keep it at that, man. Add all to it, bro. But facts, man. We up out of here, man. Love y'all, boys. See y'all in the next episode. Peace.